Good morning, everyone. It is day 40 out here, and this is what we get to wake up to. Yeah, if that doesn't get your blood going in the morning, nothing will. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so it is day 40 out here. Good morning, everyone. I think you already saw what I woke up to. A beautiful sunrise over the mountains off in the distance. You see Ninja up in front of me. Navigator is behind me. We all got up this morning, took our time, had a little breakfast, and headed out. Jeff was out of water last night, and he did not want to take my water, so he moved on to the next water source, which unfortunately was 3 miles away. So he also has another reason for moving out ahead of us. He needs to get to Irwin in time to get a package out of the post office before, I think, 11:45 on Saturday, and so we may not see him for the next 2 days. He's going to try to get there early enough so that he doesn't miss that, because if he does, we're kind of screwed until Monday. So and now I see I've got Stephanie moving up behind me. I'm going to pull off to the side and let her go. That didn't take long.
It was only a few minutes behind you.
Well, I'm going to let you go ahead because I'm doing some videos.
Nice.
And
Beautiful morning for it.
it is a beautiful morning. I see a whole bunch of flat area ahead of us. Yes.
And it's not hot yet.
It's not hot yet, although I'm already sweating like a pig. So, yeah, it is definitely a beautiful morning out here. I just checked my thermometer. It's probably about 53 degrees. But it's a nice day. Had a couple of small uphills, but I think most of the day is going to be... why do I keep doing this to myself? Most of the day, it appears on far out that is going to be fairly simple. Of course, near the end, we're going to have a big up, back up to over 5,000 feet. And I'm sure that's going to be difficult at the end of the day, like always. We're looking at doing another 12-mile day. Do that today, do that tomorrow, and then Saturday. It's supposed to rain on Saturday. But on Saturday, we'll do a Nero, get into Irwin, where we have reservations at Uncle Johnny's Hostel. We're going to have 2 cabins for the 5 of us. And, but anyways, yeah, it's a beautiful morning. So I hope I didn't bother too many people with my video from yesterday, but the things I talked about, the events at the gym before I left, for me, it needed to be talked about. I don't know exactly what it was, but when we passed over Big Butt Mountain, it triggered. And I needed to talk about it. I needed to vent. I considered for a long time whether or not to put it in a video. And honestly, I've still got 2.5 days before we get to Irwin where I can probably upload it. And I may change my mind and take it out. Probably not, because after talking to Stephanie and Ninja, I think it's something that needed to be said. And they agreed. This person... like I said before, there's no doubt in my mind she's done it before. There's no doubt in my mind she's going to do it again. I hope that she takes this message, because I know she's watching. I know she's watching. She's one of those people that's desperately hoping I fail. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. It would be the MO of people like this to be talking negatively about me at the gym. And if you have a person like that at the gym in the morning classes that's saying a lot of negative things about me, that's probably the person that we're talking about. So, don't know that she's doing that, but that would fit with the MO of people like her. So anyways, listen, I'm done with her. Done talking about it. If somebody has questions or concerns, certainly put them in the comments. I'll answer as best I can, as long as they're not offensive to me. As I said before, I'm not going to tolerate any victim blaming. Not going to go there. Too many people deal with this kind of behavior on a daily basis. I don't know why she chose me, but she did. And she probably chose the wrong person, because I will speak out about everything I see and hear that's wrong. That's who I am. That's maybe not who I was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, but that's who I am today. I like the person I am today. Anyways, moving on. Looking forward to a good day. I brainstormed with the other folks in my group about some of the issues I'm having, pain-wise. And I'm going to try some different things today. I'm in the back. I'm going to stay in the back. I'm not going to push myself. Everybody who knows me, when I work out, I tend to push too hard. So I've done much better at not doing that on this trip, but I still need work. So I will keep working on it until I get it right. And the flowers are out and blooming this morning. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. I'm sure somebody will tell me. They're beautiful. They're white and purple. Same as the ones I showed you yesterday, but they're just, there's thousands of them. And it's beautiful out here this morning. I don't know how well you can pick them up with this camera. But yeah, with that sunrise we got this morning from the top of the mountain, oh my goodness. Does it get any better than that? Well, I keep saying that. I probably said that 1,000 times already, but you know what? It keeps getting better. I don't know what these are, but they are awful beautiful. Look at this. That is awesome. They're all over the edge of the trail. And when I'm using my trekking poles, I have to be very, very, very cautious, because I don't want to damage any of them. I know that's silly. No, it's not silly. Some people it may be silly, but I don't want to damage them. It's nature's beauty. Why would anybody want to damage them? But they're right next to the trail, so I'm sure the trekking poles of other people and myself inadvertently are hitting them some of the times and damaging them. But all right, I'm going to try not to do a 10-minute video on the first one of the day like I've been doing. I apologize for the long videos. The good thing is you guys can fast forward. And yeah, all right. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. All right, talk to y'all later. Something unusual. Haven't seen anything like this before. Some type of memorial. Let's take a look, see what we got. I've seen a number of smaller ones, even some grave sites out here from way back in the day. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I can tell you to this family that that this tract on the trail is a place of inner peace and rest for myself. So, as I'm sure it is for many others. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Very cool. Oh, very cool. It's been a pretty good day so far. That memorial just kind of put an exclamation point at the end of this first part of the trail. Don't know how far I've gone. Haven't looked in a while. I'm guessing probably somewhere around 6 miles. I know that we're going to stop at 7 point something to have lunch and wait for everybody to catch up. Right now, Ninja is ahead of me. I'm here, obviously, and Stephanie and Cole are behind me somewhere. I'm sure they'll be catching up very soon, because I've been taking it really nice and easy today. And one of the things I'm noticing is that, and this is probably not a good thing, is that my feet are starting to hurt sooner than they normally would if I was moving at my quicker pace. But it could also be because I've taken more breaks. I've stopped to get water. We stopped at a shelter about 3 miles from our campsite last night. Got to use the privy. Hate using the privy, but use the privy. It was an interesting privy. No door. But it faced the mountains. So, yeah, good view. Good view. But ran into some people that we've been kind of hiking around the last few weeks and chatted with them for a bit and had a good time. So refilled the water. The water source at that shelter was not fun. You had to walk close to a half a mile to get to it. And then, of course, you had to walk the half mile back. So add an extra mile onto your day. But the only positive on that is that, well, two of them. One, I've got water for a while. Filled up both bottles, and my Ceenock's about half full. The other part is that you got to walk that extra mile without your pack on your back. So, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just cruising along. Not a whole lot to see out here. You can see the mountains off in the distance. Leaves are starting to really come out on the trees at this elevation. I think right now we're probably at about 3,500 to 4,000 feet. At some point today, later on in the day, of course, at the end of the day, we'll be going up to about 5,500. Not looking forward to that, but that's, that's part of it. There's things out here are coming that are going to suck. There's things out here are coming that are going to be freaking awesome. I got to keep looking behind me because there are a bunch of youngsters that were still at their shelter. And one of them's already passed me. This guy, he's pretty incredible. Don't know his name. He's not a very talkative person. He just takes care of his business. No trekking poles. My understanding is that this is his second Triple Crown. And what that means is that it's the second time around doing all three of the big trails in the country. The PCT, the CDT, and the AT. I can't even imagine. Hell, right now I'm still trying to imagine doing the AT. But yeah, this guy just kind of strolls along. He's a big old boy. He carries his pack like I would carry my trekking poles, like it's zero effort. And he just strolls along, no trekking poles, just glides along the trail. I did make a comment to him as he's passing by that, dude, how do you make it look so easy? And, well, I guess that's what you do when you've got that many thousands of miles under your belt backpacking. But nice thing about this part of the trail is you can pretty much camp anywhere. There are no restrictions in this part of the trail that I'm aware of. Where we camped last night was just a little clearing on the top of the mountain. And as you saw this morning, it was a perfect view of sunrise and the mountains in the distance, and it's pretty cool. Got a little bit of a downhill now. I gotta be honest. I hate these steps. You know, I know why they do them. They do them to try to create less erosion, and it makes perfect sense. But it doesn't mean I gotta like them, because every step down, it doesn't matter if it's my left leg or my right leg. It just puts added pressure on your knees. And usually, I'm using my trekking poles on these to make the transition down a little bit smoother, a little bit softer. But now I'm just taking my time, so not a big deal. Ninja Jeff, he smokes me on downhills. Got them long legs, man. He just cruises downhills. I usually do the same thing to him on the uphills. He probably had a 15-minute head start on me from where we left Cole and Stephanie, Navigator. At some point, I'll catch him. But it's like we're getting into a pine area. I like these areas because the pine needles are very, very soft on your feet. Pretty cool. All right, let me turn this off. It's very beautiful here. Get out of the sun. It's creeping up to 70 degrees, so it'd be good to get out of the sun for a little bit. All right, talk to you later. I don't know if you can see him over there. There's Ninja, way over on the other side of the highway. I guess I got to figure out how to get across that highway. All right, let's see what we got. All right, it doesn't look too bad. Get to do a little road walking here for a minute or two. I don't like road walking. Road walking is like walking on rocks. All right, I'm going to turn this off. Yeah, I don't think there's much exciting here to see. All right, so just finished stopping to have lunch. We're about 7.3 miles into the day. We're planning on going, I don't even know anymore. We're going to try to get to the next shelter, which extends what we originally planned by about a mile. Today may be the first day that I don't make my goal. I'm pretty tired at 7.3, and my legs and my feet are hurting a little bit, but I'm going to give it my best shot. The only thing I'm really worried about is that there is a big uphill right at the end of the day. And based on how I was feeling coming into where we had lunch, which you can see up on top of that hill, Cole and Stephanie, that's where we had our lunch. Had a good view off into the mountains. But there was a big uphill coming into that, and it put a whooping on me. It was about a 12% grade. Yeah, okay. But listen, we'll give it my best shot. That's all I can do. We'll see what happens. We got to try to get over the top of a mountain with a bald on it. And it's going to be interesting. So, let's get to it. Talk to you in a bit. Coming up the hill, and we're dying, right? We're dying. I was dying. And I see Ninja up here, and look what he's next to. Enjoy a little treat on us, the Wolfpack Hiking Club and the Wolf Laurel community. People, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we got cookies, crackers, we got fruit, and
lemon time.
Yeah, perfect timing. So for those folks in that hiking club, thank you so much. Just finished our 13.2 miles today. Ended up at the shelter. Don't know the name of the shelter. You know the name of the shelter?
I think it's bald.
Something Bald Shelter. Anyways, it's actually a pretty nice shelter. Looks good over there. We are set up over here. My home, Ninja's home, and Stephanie and Cole with their hammocks. So yeah, pretty good setup here. This is one of the nicer setups we've had. We've got a couple of good limbs here for our bear bags. So some people that show up may not like how close we are, but oh well, don't care. All right, so yeah, time to finish unpacking. I've already got my 3 liters of water. I've got my food bag and my garbage bag, and I'm ready to go up to the shelter and fix some supper. So this is probably going to end the day. All right, later.